What's going on, guys? I'm gonna show you guys how you can make money with the Nightclub in GTA 5 Online. It's currently 2 times money. We're starting out with 136 units. So the first thing I go ahead and do is go on my computer and then do some Nightclub management, because right now it's 2 times money for the Nightclub earnings. So I want to keep my popularity as high as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and call Tony. He gives me this mission where I have to go and pick up some clubbers, some high status clubbers, and bring them back to the Nightclub. Now I have to pick up 2, and this is really easy, straightforward. I'm in an invite only lobby, so I don't have to worry about anyone trying to stop me or anything like that. It just takes a little bit of time. They give us 15 minutes to complete it. It only takes me about 3 minutes to do the entire job, so that's not bad at all. And this will help get my popularity up and running. And I noticed that once you do one of these, you get the easier popularity missions later on. I gave myself like 1,600 bucks, nothing crazy. I can go ahead and move on to my next thing I want to do another popularity mission. And this is really easy because Marcel goes ahead and messages me saying, hey man, what can I do for you? Like, I have an issue going on, you can help clean this situation up. And all I have to do is drive him to the medical center. What this is going to do is actually increase the popularity of my Nightclub as well, and that's really significant because I need to keep that popularity increase so I'm earning the max amount of cash. And I earned 10k for doing that. It only takes like 2 minutes. Very, very easy mission. After that, I call Johan, ask him to hook me up with some goods. Johan's newer to the game, so he can actually get you Nightclub cargo. So you can get different types of cargo, pharmaceutical, it doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, it's going to help fill up your Nightclub and help that overall stock earnings to be high. Very nice. You go ahead, go on the boat, and you see I do this really sketchy helicopter landing on the front of the boat. Definitely could have parked it a little bit better. If you have a Mark II oppressor, you can use that as well. But essentially I get in the helicopter and I struggle. So I have to like climb on top of the little area here, and it lets me jump in like this, and I somehow get my way out of this. Now I really don't like this boat mission, but this is the one I get the most. You can actually blow up the boat and it will sink with the cargo on it, and you just swim down and grab it. It depends on your preference. I usually don't blow up the boat. It's a lot easier. And if your helicopter is smoking or vehicle smoking, you just hop out of it, use your parachute, and land on that little target there. Again, this took me about 3 minutes or so, nothing crazy, like 3 to 5 minutes. It's a really good way to increase your stock. And I'm strictly just running the Nightclub, and you earn $23,000 for completing that on top of increasing your warehouse goods. And then after that, I'll call Tony. My cooldown should be done. I can increase my popularity, and I get this really bad mission. If you get this mission, I recommend you just leave and wait for the cooldown and do a different mission. But pretty much you need to fly this helicopter and drop the flyers over the promotional areas. Very simple mission to do. It's just time consuming. It's not the end of the world or anything like that. It can be done, but you only get 2,500 bucks for it, and it does increase your popularity. I just feel like it's a lot of work for what you guys are getting in return. After that, I go and do like a little Geralt stash house thing. Just because I thought maybe it would, supply my Nightclub. Now, something to note is that when you are doing these, they're very easy, and it didn't supply my Nightclub, it supplied to one of my other businesses. So you're kind of taking a gamble, and I don't really think this is worth your time for the Nightclub itself, but it is something you guys can do while the cooldowns are running, and that's why I did this. Nightclub can be increased by doing those business battles, and you have to be in a public session, and I'm not trying to work in a public session. It's not worth it for me. So I'll go ahead and AFK on my security cameras or in the auto shop, depending on your preference, and I play on my phone until that cooldown's over. So chilling, and then I call Johan to do another goods mission. At this point, it's kind of a repetitive cycle. This is exactly what I did this week to make this money. Like, I'm showing you, there's no secret or any crazy glitch or anything like that. This is an easy way to make $1 million. So you literally go ahead, do the same mission pretty much. I just do it by shooting everyone instead of landing my helicopter like I should have. But I wanted to show you guys what it would look like without any crazy, vehicles or anything like that. So go ahead, take out all these targets slowly but surely. The boat actually got blown up in me using my grenade launcher. Go ahead, swim, and then get back in my helicopter and fly back. You could drive back, fly back, it really doesn't matter. It took me about, 6 minutes to do that mission. Not a difficult task. And I do the same thing, hop out of my helicopter and land at the Nightclub. This is going to be running at 2 times money until the 22nd, so you guys can take advantage of this. This only took me like a day to do what you guys are seeing here. And again, I call Tony, do the same thing, promotional mission. Oh wait, no I didn't, because I got another posters mission, and look how many locations there are. I'm just like, I'm not gonna do this. Another 8 placements, so I just find a new session and wait for the cooldown. After I wait and find a new session, Marcel messaged me again saying, hey man, gotta take care of this guy's not feeling good, VIP, take him home. So I take him home. Just make sure you don't spook the VIP by driving too recklessly, and this will increase your popularity. Now, once your popularity is around 90%, you guys do not need to be doing these as frequently, but they give you $11,000 for like a driving across like a couple kilometers. It's so crazy. Definitely something I do recommend you guys do anytime he gives you the opportunity to do them, just because the earnings is so crazy on them, in my opinion. I call Tony, gives me the same boring mission where I have to pick up some high-end clubbers. You're gonna pick them up and then drop them off. Gives me 1,500 bucks and increases my Nightclub's popularity. And then I call Johan again because his cooldown's up, and he's going to give me some, you know, Nightclub goods and hopefully a different mission. And that's what I was really hoping for, was a different mission, but unfortunately he sends you back to Elysian Island, which is just kind of frustrating. So I go ahead and do the same mission essentially. Go ahead, take these guys out, and then collect the goods. Now from here, I try to request my buzzard or some type of aircraft, and I don't know why I struggled with this ladder so hard. So if you guys use this ladder, just try not to struggle as much as I did. I ended up going up like 3-4 times before I could actually move on. I could not believe it. Like I've never struggled this hard with a ladder in GTA, so you guys need to figure that out. I don't know if it's my controls or what's going on, but anyways, I got that mission completed, and now our goods are pretty much where they're going to sit at for me to sell. Now I could wait and, you know, AFK and maximize my profits, but at around $1 million, I'm usually pretty happy. And it's 2 times money, and I'm probably not going to play this game that much more this week. So I definitely just want to take advantage of the situation, make my money, and move on. And I get $27,000 for completing that mission as well. So with the missions like paying out so well, it's kind of crazy. I'm checking my Nightclub popularity to see if it's worth it, and I'm also looking at how much stock I have. So I'm looking at my stock. I have 700,000. I'm like, you know what, I think I'm gonna find a lobby and sell. So I check out this lobby. I'm looking, okay, I have these 2 guys near my Nightclub, like that's time I got our address, and I have to check out like the northern part of the map. Is there a guy in a laser or some type of aircraft or Mark II oppressors? I'm not seeing any Mark II oppressors or anything like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk and sell this at $797,000, and that leaves me with a little vehicle, which is nice. I don't have to have the massive vehicle to sell this good. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at my global signal. So no one can see me on the map yet, so I have time to get away from those 2 guys. I have 10 seconds. I'm in my CEO abilities, and I'm using Ghost Organization. I give myself about a 2-second buffer. So at 2 seconds of the global signal, I go ahead and click A on Ghost Organization. Now I have an overlap of about 2 seconds, so I'm guaranteed that they will not see me. So they can't see me. They have no idea where I am on the map. I continue on and drive to the buyer's area so I can search for him. Very simple mission. All I have to do is drop off the goods. I don't have to go to 3 locations or anything like that. And at about like 30 seconds, I start trying to call Lester. So once I find him in my contacts, I call him up. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go off the radar. And I start panicking because it says I can't go off the radar, which I'd probably be fine because I'm so far north. But you'll see, as soon as the Ghost Organization ends, I can go ahead and go off the radar. Now, I don't know if this necessarily hides my goods, and if it doesn't, that's okay. It's actually gonna hide me when I get out of my vehicle, and that's better than nothing. So I pay that 500 bucks, I pay for the Ghost Organization, and I find my buyer's location with no problem. I drop off the goods and I make myself some cash. So all I have to do now is leave the area and I'll get my payout. Now, this is also in a public lobby, so I'm going to get that high demand bonus, and it pays out very, very well with the high demand bonus. Definitely something I recommend you guys take advantage of, is selling in public lobbies. I usually am not about it, but the high demand bonus has been increased with the newer updates, and it's definitely worthwhile. So you'll see here, I leave the area and I earn myself $1,076,000 on a $700,000 sale, and that's after Tony takes his profit from that. So over $1 million plus the, you know, the 25,000, the 23,000, the 23,000. I earned about $1.1 million doing this mission. Not to mention that my nightclub is ready for me to go ahead and take the money. So as you guys can see, I have $184,000 inside my wall safe, and this isn't maxed out. It can go up over, I think, like 200,000 or 250. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but you guys can go ahead and take advantage of this because my popularity is maxed out. I'm going to be able to make even more money off this over the next, hour or so. So I'm going to leave this be, but I'm going to go ahead and collect the cash that's in there currently and make myself 184,000. That brings us to, like, let's say $1.3 million in just a little bit of playtime. I didn't do anything crazy. Yeah, we started off with initial units, but honestly, it doesn't take that long, especially for the initial few units if you guys are doing other things in the game. So this is how I ran the nightclub this week. You guys can definitely make an easy million or two between now and the 22nd. If you like the video, please do drop a like and consider subscribing, of course. Yeah, if there's any kind of video or guide or anything you guys want to see in the future, please let me know in the comments. I'll probably make it if you ask for it. Yeah, hope you guys have a great day and take care.